is not a real fucking interview. It's just to see if you're good looking or not. So today I wanted to talk about why I will never ever work for Abercrombie and Fitch again. Besides them being incredibly racist at first and then being really superficial and just disgusting company, they just, like, honestly, they suck inside and out, and their clothes is overpriced. I've been working there like literally since I was 16 years old till 2014, which is like a span of 6 years. They are like, I don't know why it took me so long to make this video. I would go in there a lot and, you know, look at the clothes and stuff like that, knowing good and damn well I couldn't afford it. And I would get recruited all the time by managers, and they would be like, yeah, you know, you should become an MIT, which is basically a manager in training. And I was like, I can't, I'm literally like 14. So like for a long time they were recruiting me to come work with them as a model, which is basically a fancy word for sales associate. Shitty one at that. Might as well put custodian in there as well. From when I was 16, I worked at Abercrombie Kids, and the manager there was such a bitch. Like, they're all assholes and bitches at every single location, every state, every store, every single one of them. They are all assholes, and I do believe it's because of how, you know, the higher up people, how they like talk to the, you know, lower management, and then the lower management ends up talking to a sales associate like they're not shit. They treated me like complete shit, and I let them know when I was 16 and older that they're not shit. So I would quit like at least every month, because they're the type of company to, like, you know, be like, oh, well, we'll basically give you whatever we feel like giving you, whatever like schedule we need you to fill in, we will give that to you. You have no choice in this. We understand you have school, we understand you might have a possible life, but we still are gonna schedule you till like 2 a.m. in the morning unboxing shit and like cleaning toilets and stuff like that, and giving you literally minimum wage, which I believe at the time was like $6, $7 an hour. They were just complete assholes. And I remember like the first day of like working there, they made you clean the toilet. Like, everyone had to clean the toilet. I don't even understand why. I don't understand why. Like, they just made sure everybody knew how to clean a toilet. So they just made every new person clean the toilet, which is so stupid. And the place would be so dusty. Like, God forbid you put down a shirt behind the cash strap or near the moose. Oh my God, if you have asthma, you better not even work there, because there would literally be huge dust bunnies just floating in the air. It was so disgusting, especially in the stock room. It's disgusting. Throughout high school, I would quit all the time, and then I would come back, and they would always take me back because I'm good looking and I'm diverse and shit like that. Like, fuck y'all. Honestly, like, fuck y'all. Alright, like in college, I would like work there a little bit, so I could have a little bit of side money, whatever. I always let them know I'd never need this job because I'm a kid still. Like, I don't have any fucking real bills, so fuck you guys. I'll quit when I feel like it, because they would give me really shitty schedules all the time, like the shittiest schedules. And when I was in college, I actually stayed with them for a little while longer, just because I had met my then boyfriend. So it made shifts a little bit easier until they figured out that we were together. And I don't even know if it's against company policy or anything like that, but they made sure, like, if we did have a shift together, they would put me all the way in the front, or actually they would put him all the way in the front and me all the way in the back. And I remember at the time they had some sort of sewage problem, and the back smelled like straight ass. Like, it was literally like doo-doo water coming up from underneath the wood floors, and they would like not do anything about it. And I was just like, bruh, there's a turd right there, like, you're walling, like, fix this. And it just smells so bad, and they didn't even care. And it's like the adult store at this point, so it's humongous, and you can smell it all over the store. Eventually I quit. So then I went back to the company after, like, I'm not gonna lie, I went to the company well before I graduated, because I knew some other MITs that did it too, or said that they don't really verify if you have a college degree, and I really needed some money, so I decided I would go back there and maybe it would be a little bit better, just because I'm not gonna be a sales associate, I'll be a manager. I always said I would never be one of those managers where I would be like really rude to the sales associates and things like that, because they're fucking people. Like, what the hell? Why would I treat them like that? that. And as a, you know, MIT, I saw why. You know, some managers are pressured to like be really rude to the sales associates because of how our higher ups would talk to us. Our district managers would be incredibly rude towards us. Like one of my girlfriends, she had a district manager text her and curse her out through text, and like just really inappropriate, unprofessional, things like that. And I remember that was the day she was like, fuck this shit, I'm quitting. I know one of the girls there, she was like, one of the girls that was a manager before me, she tried to sue the company because they made her like rip her toe off or something like that. It was just crazy. So yeah, so as an MIT like manager in training, they were just really mean to us. Like they were just so rude, where I can just see why they would treat like sales associates the way they do. And I always make sure the sales associate would be taken care of. You know, sometimes I would just like try and like, you know, be really nice to them and like show them that, you know, I was there too. I'm not gonna ever like try and like take advantage of you guys. At the same time, I still want you guys to do y'all work, and they always did, but I can see why, you know, other people were assholes to them. And then I remember there was this one guy, which is so important, one of our DMs, I think he was like a regional manager. He would come into the store like maybe once every 2 or 3 months and just basically inspect this floor and make sure like everything's up to standard. But I remember one of the sales associates came up to me because she was like, I wasn't close to the sales associates, but they felt really comfortable with me opposed to any other manager that was working there, just because I tried to relate with them because I've been in their shoes. So she would come up to me and she was like, I hate that regional manager. I can't even remember his name is because I would like fucking report him to HR, but I do not remember what his name was. She was like, I fucking hate him. And I was like, why? And she was like, he always hits on me all the time. Mind you, he's a 40-year-old, extremely wrinkly, leather-skinned guy who has a tight ass Abercrombie shirt on, and he just looks so ugly. And I was just like, yo, he hits on you? And she was like, yeah, one time I was in the front and he grabbed my ass, and then he turned around and winked at me and kept walking. And the girl, he always comes there with the girl who's also a regional manager, and she didn't even say anything. Like she just act like it didn't happen, and she was just so upset, and she just went home that day and she never told anybody. But then I guess a couple weeks later, after he came again, she came to me and she kind of like was like hiding next to me and was like, don't let him come next to me. And I was like, I will literally not make him touch you. Like I will fucking punch him in his face if he tries anything, because I am not with that. Like, oh, that just made me so mad that I never even did anything about that. I was so upset because I wasn't sure. And then when he came and talked to like me, he was just really rude and condescending, and he totally deserves to lose his job. And I remember like they wouldn't let me have off when I had like requested it a super long time ago, and they said I could have it, and then they told me that I couldn't have it when it was time. And then I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm quitting. But I think I told them that I was gonna like come back or something like that, because I did want to come back again. In my head I knew I had to like continue college, and I had already told them that I had a degree, because you need to have a degree to be at MIT. But I told them I did, and I did fucking not. I think I was a sophomore in college. Go fuck yourself, Abercrombie, I lied to you bitches. Yeah, and then, you know, they said, yeah, you can come back, whatever. And then when I like, you know, had my leave of absence, they made up this huge story about how I trashed the store, and how all this shit about how I didn't show up to my next shift, and all this crap about how I fucked them over, so I shouldn't be rehireable again. And I only found this out because one of my girlfriends, she was still working there, but like, we were working there together, and she told me what they were saying about me while I was like, you know, after I took my leave of absence. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I didn't do any of that, that's all lies. So they basically to my face said, yeah, you can take your leave of absence and come back. And then behind my back they were just like, fuck this bitch, she wants to leave, okay, we're gonna make sure she never comes back, kind of thing. Which is fine. I never want to work for that shitty ass company ever again. Like, they are the fucking worst. I can't wait till the day Abercrombie & Fitch becomes bankrupt and no longer a store in any mall, because they just don't deserve it. Like, they're, oh my god, they're the worst. They're the worst, you guys. And on top of that, whenever we did overtime, they would cut our pay in half. Have you ever heard of some shit like that before? Like, usually when you do overtime, you get paid time in half. They would cut our shit in half. What the fuck? I was getting paid less than minimum wage as a manager. And then whenever you're making, like whenever you're working at Abercrombie as a manager, you're always gonna go over your hours all the time, just because of some of the things that they ask of you is like literally not in my job description. Like, what the fuck are you asking of me? Like, what the hell? So certain things, you'd be there, the store would close at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. and I would be there till 2 a.m. And some of the sales associates, their shift ends at 10 o'clock because we only scheduled till after 9 o'clock till 10. And a lot of the like sales associates, they don't want to stay longer than what their shifts ask for, you know. And some of them are kids, like they cannot stay out that late. So a lot of times they want to leave, and you know, as managers we can't really keep them there. Managers would threaten them with their job. They'd be like, if you leave me with this project by myself, even though it's 2 a.m., I'm gonna make sure you're fired. And a lot of these kids are like supporting their families with this shitty ass job. Like, that's just like a really long rant. I don't even know why this came into my mind, but I'm just thinking like they were fucking assholes. Like, I would never ever 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 like work for them ever again. I wouldn't tell my kids to work. I wouldn't recommend them. They are just superficial assholes. Oh, also one more thing. I remember as an MIT, we had to recruit other MITs if we wanted to get promoted because we needed someone to take over our position. They would be like, okay, well, you need to go out and go find some kids that would be interested in getting the job, whatever. And I would have like recruits all the time, not all the time, but I'd have a recruit here and there, and then the store manager would have to approve it and give them an interview. The interview is not a real fucking interview. It's just to see if you're good looking or not. That is it. It's just to see if you're a good looking person. And sometimes I'd have people that have their college degrees, they are so articulate, they have retail experience, they're perfect for the job, but maybe like something's a little off about them. Like maybe their track was showing. If it's like a girl and she has a weave, maybe her track is showing. Or maybe, you know, she's not really dressed up in Abercrombie all the way to the nines, like in the latest fashion. Maybe she has like an old Abercrombie dress on or something like that. Or maybe their teeth is a little crooked, or, you know, things like that. And they'd be like, they're too ugly, they can't work here. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? And sometimes I would like recruit people from like my high school or my college that I knew that graduated already, and I'd be like, hey, you want to work here or whatever? And they'd be like, yeah, like hook me up, because like the pay was like it wasn't that great. It was like around $30,000. No, actually it was $28,000 a year, just in case you're fucking wondering. I would try and hook them up, but then my store manager and the district manager would be like, they're too ugly. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, that's ridiculous. And they'd be like, you need pretty people working here, like selling our clothes. And I was just like, oh, like I just hated that store so much. Like to this day, if I walk in that store, they'll approach me and I'll be like, save it. I worked here for 6 years and I ain't coming back. Anyways, that's the end of this video, you guys. Make sure you guys check out my other videos. Maybe, I don't know, me on Snapchat, maybe a little Instagram, a little Tumblr, you know. Anyways, make sure you guys like this video. If y'all liked it, I will, you know, definitely try and come up with some more content. Right now I have story times, I have the boyfriend tag that you guys really want me to upload. I'm still working on that, and a few other things I got up my sleeve. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.